Hello students, hope you all are well and studying. Today we are going to start new chapter, that is fiber to fabric. One interesting question before we start this chapter. Very interesting question is there: why we need clothes? Why we need clothes? We need clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, insect, right? Earlier times peoples are using animal fur to cover their body, right? So why we need food clothes? To protect ourselves from heat, from cold, from insect. And in ancient era, what was there? The humans, they cover their body by the animal fur, right? Now the question is, what is fiber? See, fiber is a very thin thread like strand, a very thin thread like strand, right, from which fabric, that is cloth, are made. For example, cotton, nylon, wool, etc. Is it clear, students? Now, what is fabric? Fabric means a continuous piece of cloth which is generally used as cloth material, right? एक छोटा सा टुकड़ा which is made by the fibers, which is made by the yarn, right? Later on it will be more clear to you. Now moving to the next question: how many types of fibers are there on the basis of their length? On the basis of their length के accordingly, length के base पे how many types of fibers are there? So there are two types of fibers on the basis of their length. One is stable fiber, which is shorter in length, and another is filament fiber, which is longer in the length. So how many types of fiber on the basis of length? One is stable, another is filament. The stable is shorter and the filament is longer. The example of staple is cotton and jute, and the example of filament fiber are nylon and polyester, etc. Moving to the next question: how many types of fiber are there on the basis of their source from which they are obtained? On the basis of the source from which they are obtained, the fiber are categorized into two types. One is natural fiber, another is synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber is also known as man-made fiber. It is also known as man-made fiber. Now again, natural fiber is two types. The fiber which is obtained by plant are called plant fibers, and the fibers which is obtained by the animals are called animal fiber. Example of plant fiber are cotton and jute. Animal fiber example are wool and silk. Similarly, synthetic fiber, which you will study in the further classes, examples are nylon and rayon. So basically fibers are two types: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. The natural fiber, which is obtained by the natural material like plant and animals, and the synthetic fiber, which can be made by us or by in the laboratory. Now moving to the next question: how cotton is processed into the fabric? See, there is two process: ginning and spinning. The cotton picked up from the plant, right, and it is the seed is removed from the cotton balls. Here you can see the cotton balls also. Here is cotton plant. You can see the cotton, this is the cotton plant, okay, and here is the cotton balls, right? So these cotton balls have been picked up from the cotton plant, right? And inside these these are cotton balls. What are those? These are cotton balls. So from inside these balls there are seeds. So seeds have been separated, right? The separation of seeds from cotton ball is known as ginning. Clear, students? Now, ginning was traditionally done by hand. Nowadays, machine are used. You want to see the machines? This is the ginning machine. From here they put the cotton balls, right? And the cotton seeds have been separated out, and cotton will be separated out from the cotton balls. Earlier, this method is used, right? From by which they can separate the seeds from cotton ball. Clear? Now you can see how cotton fiber is obtained. Cotton fiber is obtained by cotton plant, right? And this fiber is converted into thread like structure into this one, right? This is called yarn. What is yarn? Yarn is a fiber, twisted fiber. Yarn is, what is yarn? Yarn is twisted fiber, right? बाती आपने सुना होगा, बाती, दिया बाती. बाती कैसे बनाते हैं? You will take little cotton and then rub between your palm. So ultimately what will happen? It is twisted, and when it is twisted, that is called yarn. Yarn is woven like this, you can see, right? And this is the next process, and then it is weaving and knitting, then the fiber, ultimately fabric is obtained. One by one we will go ahead. Now the next process here you can see spinning. Spinning is the process of making yarn from fiber, right? Raw cotton is supplied to industry in the form of bales. Now here you can see who is that man? You know, he is the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, with the charkha. Charkha is used to spin for the spinning purpose. Spinning is making yarn from fiber. Now in the next diagram, who is that? Identify the person, very well known. He is none other than our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, so charkha, this device is called charkha. This, right? So it is started basically from Gandhiji. Now it is continue. Now, so it is clear spinning. What is knitting? Knitting is a process using long needles to interlink or knot a series of loop made by one continuous thread. Series of loop means yarn, है ना? Each loop or knot connect to each other one, and when enough loop have been made, the result is a flat piece of material called textile. Textile, here textile means kapda. So clear? Now knitting, it will be more clear. You can see the difference between knitting and the weaving. Knitting is here in the second pic, you can see the knitting, and weaving, when the yarn is horizontally at the degree of 90, they have been weaved. So that is called weaving. Weaving is the next. Weaving is a method of textile production in which two distinct sets of yarn of thread are interlaid at right angle to form fabric or clothes. Now the next thing is jute. Jute is another plant fiber, right? There are some important notes or point about jute which we need to be remember. Stem of jute plant is used to drive jute fiber. That means the complete plant is not up, we are not gaining fiber from the complete plant. We need only stem part. The stem part is used to make the fiber from the jute. Grown during rainy season. Jute is grown in the rainy season, grown mostly in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. So these are the place. These are the place, West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. So these are the point from which the question will be made. And it is harvested in the flowering stage. So when it started flowering, it is harvested, means cut down. Now harvested stems are soaked in the water for days. तो थोड़े दिनों के लिए जो कटे हुए जूट प्लांट्स हैं उनको हम वाटर में रख देते हैं. And then harvested stems are soaked in water, and then stems rot are separated by hands to make fiber. Then stem से क्या करते हैं, फिर उसको separate करते हैं fibers को, right? You might have seen these type of things. You can see clear in the picture. This is jute plant. Here you can see the jute plant, right? It is cut it, harvested jute, and these are the jute fibers. Clear, students? And here you can see such type of, this is jute fabric. This is jute fabric. Many other thing also is made by the jute. What are those things? You can see in the picture also. See, this is jute sack, jute rope, jute doormat. So in this way we come to end of this explanation part of the chapter. These are the major points which we need to discuss. You please go through the video twice and clear your everything. Even though if you have any doubt, you're more welcome to ask. Thank you.